Questions 13 to 16. Listen to the conversation between Emma, the tourist, and Felipe, a local person from Ecuador. First, you have some time to look at questions 13 to 16. Now, listen carefully and answer questions 13 to 16.
Felipe, you have been to the Galapagos Islands?
No.
But you lived in Ecuador, right?
Yes. Well, you know, the problem is that travelling to the Galapagos is really expensive for us.
What do you mean for us? Is it expensive for Ecuadorians?
Yeah, for nationals. For people who live in Ecuador, it's quite expensive because, you know, since the Galapagos attracts so many tourists every day, hotels and food and travel are so dear. So you know, we cannot travel there because we can't afford it. But tourists, international tourists, can afford it to go.
That's weird. I had the idea that Galapagos is part of Ecuador, so I thought a lot of Ecuadorians would go there. So who goes to the Galapagos Islands?
Well, actually there's, 1 out of 10 Ecuadorians maybe might have travelled to the Galapagos.
But why do you think it's so expensive to travel there?
Well, because, as I just mentioned, thousands of tourists go there, and the islands can't support so many tourists every day. Let's suppose that if prices were really low, then more and more people would go there, and there might be environmental problems or just pollution, and those kinds of issues. So people in the Galapagos, their strategy has been to raise prices so that fewer visitors can go there and the environment isn't jeopardized.
That is true. I guess that makes sense, but being from Ecuador and not being able to see your own country, it doesn't make so much sense. I wonder how that can be solved.
Well, I don't really know, but maybe we have other options. We can travel to the Amazon region, which is maybe the same, as beautiful as the Galapagos, but you can travel to the highlands. Ecuador is a quite beautiful country. It's not only about the Galapagos, it's also about the different regions, the people, the food and the culture. Maybe the government should do something because people in Ecuador want to travel to the Galapagos, but it's really sad that we can't.
It is quite sad. Actually, I believe Ecuadorians should have more rights than the tourists to go to the Galapagos.
Yep, we should have more rights, but sadly we don't. So yeah, something should be done maybe.
Hopefully something will change.
Yeah, I hope so too.